I am with Rob Wallis, who is the CEO of the Transport Research Laboratory. Now, Rob's talk has been in big demand, loads of questions flying into Rob because he is talking about the platooning trial. Okay, so you've had a grilling from Quentin on stage, but I've got a few more questions for you, Rob. Let's start with, how do you decide who is going where in the platoon?
Well, thank you for that question. It's a really interesting point because, I mean, we're running platoons of 3 vehicles. And you would think that the vehicle that's in the front has the least benefit because this is all about aerodynamics.
Yeah.
But actually the front vehicle gets about 1/3 of the benefit, and the second 2 vehicles get about kind of half the benefit each, if that makes sense. I'm not sure my statistics are right there. But there is some fuel saving for the vehicle in front because it isn't creating as much drag because of the 2 vehicles behind are actually quite close compared to the vehicle driving normally on its own.
Okay.
So all 3 gain some benefit, the front one slightly less, but actually it's all around everyone taking their turn to go in the front.
Yeah, I think that is interesting because certainly in conversations I've had, people seem to be under the impression that it is only the trucks behind that are getting the fuel savings. So interesting to hear that actually the leader can reap the benefits. But why only 3 vehicles? Could we be trialling platooning with more?
So it's interesting. I mean, a number of the trials that have already happened in continental Europe have typically used 2 vehicles. Over in the US, they're slightly bigger trucks physically, and they've been running with 2. We're actually going to run with 3. We think the idea of running with 4 or 5 will potentially create too many issues on the highway in terms of people navigating around these vehicles. So platoons we expect really only to ever be about 3 trucks. And actually you can't run more than about 3 trucks in some situations as well for reasons of infrastructure impact. When you've got a lot of close following vehicles in a train, it's physically like a train, and you start to get quite a bit of vibration through the road infrastructure. So if you're on elevated sections, you don't really want to be creating a lot of resonance in the road structure.
No way. Oh, fascinating. Okay.
Personally, I'm not a scientist, but it's something about resonance in the infrastructure.
That makes sense to me, I think. So you are, in the UK, the platooning trial is working with DAF trucks. But what about the other manufacturers? Is there work going on with them as well?
So I think this is clearly a major innovation going on across the industry on a global scale. You know, we have to be working with DAF, and they're a great partner, and they're a lead organisation with you know a very, very strong market share here in the UK. So they're an obvious choice. Yeah. But many of the other manufacturers are doing similar things. They're all introducing levels of platooning technology. What's really different though about the TRL-led program here in the UK is the fact that this will be in live traffic situations. Everyone else is doing kind of technology trials around the world, but no one's actually bold enough yet to do it in live traffic, which is what we're doing in the UK.
Yeah, okay. And finally, one I think is interesting, what are the insurance implications for the platooning trial? And if there was an accident, who's responsible if the technology is... Would it be part of the accident? Who gets the blame in that situation? So
insurance is a complex area.
Yeah.
I think you know we are seeing traditional motor insurance, vehicle insurance, company insurance really disrupted by a lot of these new technologies, whether it's full driverless cars and vehicles of some sort, or in this case highly automated vehicles but still with a driver in the cab.
Yeah.
And I think it's still unclear how all the insurance will evolve over time. So we're taking a number of insurance companies on this journey with us. They're engaged in the program. They're looking very carefully at our risk plans, our risk mitigation activities, and they are underwriting the services and the project and the vehicles. What really helps us in this case is we do still have a driver in the vehicle with full responsibility for the vehicle at all times.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me, Rob.
Okay.
And yeah, take care and good luck with the platooning trial.
All right, thank you very much.